Hello everyone, welcome back to Football Manager 2017 with Newcastle United, and we are now properly kicking off our third season. The transfer business is largely done. We have a bit of money left to spend if we'd like to, but the focus today is our first few matches. We did play one match in last episode. It was a disappointing 1-1 draw, which is not the way we wanted to set up league games with United, Liverpool and Spurs, but we are where we are. We need to move on from here. And we will have an opportunity away against Wigan in the EFL Cup to at least get a victory if we haven't already against Manchester United. I would be surprised if we managed to beat United away from home. But the team that is going to try and do that involves Joel Campbell on the right, Matt Ritchie on the left, Origi up top. We are struggling for injuries on the left flank, which is a little bit frustrating. In fact, I might put Julian Green in there ahead of Matt Ritchie because Green is much better suited to that role. Sigurdsson and Vilhena in the centre with Lucas Silva in defensive midfield. Rahman, Mangala, Chambers and Michael Keane making his debut. Tim Krul continues in goal because we've still got this little raft of injuries to work through. Ospina is just about getting back and might be back for the game against Wickham, but we'll have to see. But this team is still reasonably strong. I want to see how we match up against the big clubs this season. It's why we played so many big teams in pre-season and we didn't do too badly. But we'll have to see how we get on now away from home against a team that we will be challenging for European places if we're going to finish in that. Just another quick reminder, if you do want to see how we get on in Season 3, don't forget to subscribe. There's a link just below the video. It does mean you'll get daily updates of Football Manager content. Man United have been very dominant early on. We're looking to create something, but Pogba cuts it out. Keane on the ball now. On his debut, sends it back to Chambers. And Pogba has robbed Callum Chambers there. A little bit naive from him. And Rashford can spin the defender. He's got Danilo out on the right. Mangala gets it away. Now Mkhitaryan. Good save. Rashford. Good save again. And again. And now Danilo. Oh, and all that good work from Tim Krul was for no reason whatsoever. Danilo just able to touch it at home. Batshuayi running at the defence. Loses out to Blint. Although he's managed to pick out Joel Campbell from there. Now Harrison Reed. Back to Chambers. He tries to put the ball across, and there's Matt Ritchie. Oh, we've done it. In the 93rd minute, Matt Ritchie has got an equaliser that is just so unjustified. United have had 36 shots, 11 on target. We've done nothing but be outplayed this entire game. And yet we've done what Watford did to us. We've equalised in the last minute at Old Trafford and somehow robbed them of a point. I cannot believe how that happened. That was absolutely incredible. Well, this is the team that we're going to use following that absolute robbery at Old Trafford. We're away at Wickham this time. I'm hoping we won't need to steal anything here. You might notice there is one big addition to the team, and that is that we have re-signed Georginio Wijnaldum. Liverpool didn't want him, and he can play just about anywhere on the pitch. So I bought him back for a little £1 million profit. But he hasn't had the best of times at Liverpool. I think there's too many players in his position at the club. So he's come back, but he can play anywhere across 4 positions in our team. And given that we had so many problems on the left flank at the moment, because we've got Pulisic and Atsu both still coming back from injury, I thought he'd just be a versatile option to fill in the midfield as well, because he can play brilliantly in the centre midfield roles. So he'll start on the left flank today, Campbell out on the right, and Origi continues up top, although I am thinking I will switch in Batshuayi if Origi fails to score again today. Diarmé comes back into the team next to Sigurdsson, and Lucas Silva just behind them. Rahman, Mangala, Keane and Chambers still in defence, but David Ospina is going to make his debut after recovering from his 3-week layoff. So a couple of debuts. It'll be quite interesting to see how we do against a lower league team. Coleman's lost it to Lucas Silva, captain in the team today. He's picked out Origi, who's then fouled by O'Neill, and that must be a second yellow card and a red. And there it is. Luke O'Neill sent off for Wickham, and their job got an awful lot harder now. Sigurdsson finding Chambers. He whips it in towards Wijnaldum. Wickham just about getting it away, but Baba Rahman's not finished. Diarmé to Sigurdsson. Silva. Still going. Picks out Chambers. Now Silva again. Back to Sigurdsson. Just blocked. Diarmé. Still not over, keeping the pressure up brilliantly. Chambers puts the ball into Joel Campbell off the woodwork. Well, we've somehow failed to break down 10 men Wickham, which is just ridiculous. And we've got almost a full-strength team out there, so it doesn't say an awful lot for the players on the pitch. I can only assume that they're not quite fully matched up in terms of their suitability to the tactic. The morale isn't great either, but we've got extra time to try and win this match. Otherwise, we're going to penalties. No highlights in extra time means that we are going into a penalty shootout. Janssen, the first to go, does just slot it home. Jakobsen scores. Joel Campbell, who hit the woodwork in the match, has missed his penalty as well, and Wickham can take the advantage. Maddison to put Wickham ahead, does, sends keeper the wrong way. Wijnaldum on his debut does hammer it into the top corner. Willock scores. Lucas Silva needs to score, and it's saved. And we are going to lose to Wickham in the first match of our EFL Cup campaign. There's the goal, it's all over, and somehow we have lost to Wickham, which I can't comprehend. Few changes for the team today against Liverpool. We've got Pulisic back from injury on the left flank, Ritchie starting ahead of Campbell on the right, Batshuayi in up front. I want to change the attacking trio after that appalling performance against Wickham. There's no excuse for not scoring a goal in that game. Sigurdsson, Vilhena and Reed is in the team. Rahman, Mangala, Keane and Chambers all in front of Ospina as before. The transfer window is closed now, no major changes. The only thing to let you know is that Dominic Iorfa may be leaving the club. You'll see there's a bid in from West Ham. It says 16.75, it's likely to be 20 million. West Ham came in after deadline day. Iorfa's not that great. We have other options like Joe Gomez when he's back, and £20 million we can get a much better replacement for him. I mean, £20 million is more than we paid for Will Keane. So when that bid came in, I thought, why not? This is a home match against Liverpool. After the start we've had, I'd settle for a draw, really. I mean, we are unbeaten in the league after that stunning equaliser against Man United. So if we could draw this game, I'd be very happy. You can see the familiarity with the tactic is not brilliant. I'm still not sure why that's the case. But hopefully it'll pick up soon. A win would do wonders for morale. We're just not quite getting to these balls, and Klein's in behind the defence, puts the ball across, and Lallana does score. I tried to sign him on a free transfer. He decided to stay at Liverpool, sign a contract extension, and then he scores against us to rub the salt in the wound. And there is a full-time whistle. We have been beaten at home by Liverpool. Another disappointing defeat, which I'm not particularly happy with. But morale is suffering. I can't be too aggressive with the team. 2 points from our first 3 games, and we've got to play Spurs next. It's not getting any easier for us. We're the other side of the international break now, and we are away against Tottenham as our very difficult start to the season continues. In terms of the team, Batshuayi, Campbell and Pulisic starting as a front 3, Vilhena, Sigurdsson and Silva in the centre, and the defence is as you were with Ospina in goal. We're still working on the tactic. We need to get a good result to pick this morale up. There's too much yellow there. We need a bit more green. But Spurs are up in 7th at the moment, and we are just above Chelsea, which actually isn't too bad. But we need a result. Coutinho on the left flank into Wanyama. He sends it wide to Son. Now Dembele to Eriksen, getting into a very dangerous area. Vertonghen into Coutinho. He spins the defender, can whip the ball across. Chambers gets there twice, but it isn't enough, and Mauro Icardi slots it in for 1-0 to Spurs. Time nearly up in the first half, but Spurs are on the attack again. Dembele in, and Icardi scores again. We're 2-0 down just before half-time as well. Atsu cutting across. It's his first appearance of the season. He's still going Atsu, but just about squeezes through 2 players. Finds Joel Campbell, and we've got a goal back with about 12 minutes left in the game. Christian Atsu with an incredible run, and Joel Campbell scores his first goal for the club. Spurs just playing keep ball, but they've slipped in Trippier on the right side. He finds Icardi, and there is his hat-trick. It's come in the 92nd minute. Icardi scored in the last minute of added time at the end of the first half, and he's done it at the end of the second half. And probably deservedly so for Spurs. We have lost this game. There is the full-time whistle. A really disappointing defeat. Our second in a row in the league. Our third if you include the game against Wickham, and we're down in 17th place. Now that we are the other side of those really difficult matches in the opening of the Premier League, we are going to play a more reasonable team in Huddersfield Town. We are away from home, morale is low, and I'm a little bit concerned as to how this match will turn out. We've got a very strong team. Janssen is finally getting a nod up front. Pulisic and Campbell on the wings. Sigurdsson partnering Wijnaldum with Silva just behind them. It's nearly a full-strength team out there. And we should, on any given day, be beating Huddersfield quite comfortably, but I'm a little bit concerned just because of the way we started this season. In fact, we haven't won a match yet. It's a free kick from Sigurdsson into the top corner. We've finally got the lead. We've had 19 shots up to this point, but we're finally 1-0 ahead. Now Billing trying to get over the top, but Baba Rahman's there. Now Vilhena has the ball and has lost it. Rankin Costello finds Billing. Huddersfield getting up the pitch. Wells has scored. An absolute screamer. I said I was afraid of a late goal, and there it is. My head is in my hands, quite literally. What on earth is going on? A 1-1 draw. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say to the team after that. We've been absolutely shafted. The final match of this episode is 18th against 19th. We're at home to Bournemouth, and we have to win this match. If you include friendlies, we now haven't won a game for 10 matches. We were absolutely robbed against Watford and Huddersfield. And we've got Chelsea to go away from home, then Southampton at home. If we don't win today, I think we'll lose those 2 games, and we could well get the sack before we even get to Hull, which would be an awful way to win this series after last season. Morale's just about holding in the okay sort of area, but we have to win today, otherwise it's going to absolutely dive bomb. James has found Campbell. Now Origi, fresh on the pitch. Still going Origi. Finds Atsu, who's also fresh. Atsu's shot saved. And it is a 0-0 draw. So frustrating, and the morale has dive bombed, as I said it would. There's nothing I can say to the team that everybody's going to be happy with. We are down in 17th place, still without a win. I am very, very concerned. I don't know what is wrong with the team. I just can't figure it out. Down in 17th place now. I can only imagine how horrendous pre-season has just scuppered our start. And we've now got to go to Chelsea away at the start of next episode and Southampton at home. If we can get through those 2 games, we've got another 3 chances at picking up possibly 9 points. But even then, it's City after that. It's just going to be so difficult. Failing to beat Watford, Huddersfield and Bournemouth has really cost us an extra 6 points. Would have seen us way up in maybe 7th place or higher. That's how tight it is at the moment. We're only 6 games into the season, but the board confidence is down at 46%. I think at 40% is when they start to call you in. If you lose when you're below 40%, you will get called into the board's office, and I'm not sure I'll survive, to be honest. Yeah, one hell of a disappointed episode to start on. Let me know in the comments if you've got any suggestions for what we're doing wrong. Otherwise, we might not make it past the next episode. I need your advice, so let me know what to do. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see if we lose our job. And drop a like on the video if you're enjoying a bit of misery in the series. But until next time, see ya.